Hey everyone, hello. Welcome to Magnolias. We are live in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska at the retail store. I'm Amy.
I'm Kate behind the camera.
She is off set today as she is here and then disappearing over the hour, after the hour.
I am, but I am excited to be here this morning. We have porch pot ideas for you. We have memorial ideas for you, some clever solutions. And we're going to do a few examples of porch pots.
We are. We're going to give you the lowdown on planting in your pot of dirt. We also have a Mother's Day promo happening, everybody.
Yeah.
Mother's Day promo and Sunday night. So we're going to update you on that. You don't want to miss it because that is a deal on all the giftables at Magnolias. So you can buy a little something for yourself if you want to. It doesn't have to be a gift, but it is all of our giftable lines. So join us this morning. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a whole lineup of things offset here that you can't quite see. A couple of surprises for you as well.
Yeah, we have some fun things. So drop a comment, say hello. We always like to see who's
everybody.
joining us. We are in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska. It is the first day of the farmers market.
It is, and it's beautiful. This is absolutely
stunning.
perfect. There's no wind. The sun is out. It's a pleasant temperature, I don't know, in the 60s.
Yeah.
And I think everybody should be uber excited
Yes,
about
so
this event
we're
today.
very excited for a nice day downtown, and we are happy to have you along for the ride.
We are. So what's going to go on today is, like Kate said, we have a little bit of a sample of memorial items that we've really been stocking up on. We have some porch pots to design for you, both in this dirt planter that I brought from home, as well as some tips on putting it in your own foam liner pots. Everybody likes to get some ideas on combinations. So we'll have combination ideas of what flowers look good together. And then as we're going through all of our day here, I don't want to forget to talk to you about our garden flags and our front door mats and our balloon spinners and all things outdoor. Give you an update on that as well. Where should I start today, Kate?
Oh my gosh, I think we should start with some inspiration, but first we have to say hello to the lovely people hopping on
Hey,
this
everybody.
morning. Vicky, good morning to you. Pat says hello.
Hey,
Good morning,
everyone.
Amy and Kate. Good morning, Nancy. She's got her coffee. So do we.
Cheers, Nancy.
Donna,
Cheers.
good morning. Debbie in Texas. Lonnie, good morning. Sharon and Ruth said, looks like fun. Terry, hello. Sharon, Carol, good morning, everyone.
Hi,
We are
everybody.
very happy to have you on this morning, and I know lots of people will be hopping on, so we are going to entertain you
news.
for the next hour.
We're not alone, Kate.
We're not alone.
We're not
Are
alone.
we ever?
We're never alone. Thanks to everybody for hanging out with us. So our memorial designs that we've been creating, I should have grabbed one of those boxes to illustrate this clip-on
That's
event.
okay.
But
You have a glue string that's driving me crazy on your front.
I
there
see
you
it.
go. Thank you.
Okay, so with our designs today for Memorial Day, these are the monument toppers. Kelsey's been making a whole bunch. Now, a monument topper means at the cemetery, if you want to do something different than you've done and you've not done this before, this little plastic tray here comes with some felt pads to protect the top of the headstone. It comes with these C-clamps that you will snap onto the tray when you get it. These are applied here, but for shipping, we remove them. And these flexible C-clamps, believe it or not, look how far they expand. This makes people nervous, but just carefully expand them and slide them down on top of the headstone. Here are two clear holders, clamps, and that's going to rest flush, push it all the way down. That is going to be the most beautiful thing at the cemetery because when you look across the cemetery, they stand out. You can see them up on top, even higher than the vases. We are making them, they're all over $100, but they're on sale. Like this one's on sale for $117. It's a touch of lavender memorial saddle. It has, I'm a little far from the camera. It has
Do you want me to bring it
lilacs.
closer to you?
I think it'll be okay for what we're doing next.
I also realize it's
Yeah.
reversed, so no one can read the Mother's Day sign.
Oh, okay. Lilacs, roses, lilies, lily of the valley.
That looks great in there.
It's a beautiful one. So that's one perfect for, grandma's gravesite, perhaps.
Holly said, how precious for your loved ones that passed.
It is the things that are nicer is what we're looking to design here. Our vases that you're going to see online are the nicer quality. We have made them in metal containers. They come with little steel picks to go in the ground. And then we also have wreaths.
Hello, Holly. Karen, good morning to you. Carol, Beth said, hello from beautiful sunny East Texas, sitting on my porch, enjoying the day, listening to the birds sing. Wow, I'm going to come to your house,
That
Beth.
sounds amazing. I love it.
Oh my gosh, I'll bring the coffee.
Sounds like a vacation patio right there. So then we have several styles that are for maybe veteran, and this is one of them. This is called This is called the Together as One
I
Memorial
think that
Saddle.
one has now already sold out online, but if you would like this one, you can notify the staff a few different ways. If you see something sold out, that means maybe it's at the store and just not available online anymore.
It's because we're at the retail store today. We try to keep our inventory consistent at both places, but the warehouse is separate from the store. So if you see something that says sold out, click into the item online. Look, it will say Norfolk storefront if it's at the Norfolk storefront.
Yes.
This one she's saying is sold out online and is here. So
But
you can still buy it.
let the store know. We don't open for another hour, but you can reach out to the store when they open. You can add an order note at checkout.
Exactly.
You can send us a message, an email, and we always try to go back and just see whoever requested it first.
Yes, because first come, first serve on the stuff at the store. Sometimes we can make more if you ask. Sometimes it's starting to become harder and harder.
Good morning, Joanne.
Sold online?
No, not that. What is that?
Big old bundle.
I've never even seen that.
I think it is. Do you wanna check
Joanne,
it?
good morning. She got her order yesterday. She's ready to do her planters now. Hello, Kathy. Golf was eventful. It was cold. The boys did a very bad job.
Oh, they did.
My friend and I, we sat in the golf cart with our high noons and enjoyed the scenery. I hit a few balls, hurt my back, and that was...
You hurt your back?
No.
I would hurt my back.
It doesn't feel great today. I'm not going to lie.
Oh.
Oh, we do have those. I've never even seen
And
those
they're
before.
sold as a bundle like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
huge bundle.
So what we're going to design first is a planter in dirt. This is only to express to you how easy it is to just not plant real plants this year and use your dirt as the base for your design.
You can always mix
in
real and faux.
faux. You can. Now, sometimes my pots at home have volunteer items from last year coming up.
Especially like sedums. Those are really easy.
Sedum does
Do you want to
grow.
get that out of the way for right
I
now?
think what I'm going to say about this birch bundle is I wish they wouldn't have made it such a big birch bundle.
Big.
But this is our birch bundle. How much is it, Kate? Look at all these.
$35.
Oh, well,
It's
that's
cheap.
That's a good price.
I wonder if we
for
could
all this birch.
separate
It's
them.
36-inch birch bundles, and there is, I don't know how many in one, like a dozen it looks
Well,
like.
I'm sure it's just by like weight. I don't know if it's an even amount.
Right, they're bundled. They look like even-sized bundles.
Yeah.
They're 36 inches tall. I'm going to disassemble one, and I don't think there's any at the design counter. So
Probably
I'm gonna take
not.
one out of inventory, but
Okay.
I think that you're going to see, let me pull out, like here's a super thick one, and here's a thinner one, and you're going to get a variety. But they're nice looking birch poles. They're just not overly tall, and I picked these because these are going to be more shippable for us, this sizes. And birch poles where we live are not growing here. We don't have
No.
birch growing unless you plant it, and it also gets some blight and does not live here very well. So FYI, in our area, you got to spend a lot for birch. Maybe you live, like where I used to live in Rapid City, you could get them
Yeah.
out of the forest where you weren't supposed to pick them, but that's where you could get them. So if you want
Desperate
birch poles,
designers
yeah,
back in the 90s.
that's right. We used to go out to some property of people and kind of bordered
funny.
Black Hills National Forest. Whoopsie.
You live and you learn.
That's true. So you can just press them into the dirt. This pot was at my house. It's damp from getting rained on. So that's good news. Got sprinkled overnight.
Hi, Kathy. She got her box yesterday. It's a little early, but some of the items she got are for Christmas gifts. Never too early to shop.
Oh, no, I don't think it's too early.
Yeah,
you can do
start
that.
collecting it. Carol just
So-
planted her florals in dirt yesterday.
So we're going to use just 4 birch poles. It depends how wide your pot is. I mean, you could put like 6 or 7 birch poles in there and make a mass of birch poles and then just do the bottom. That could be cool. I'm going to bring the black color of the pot up with these cool black twigs. This is going to be me designing with the tags on, and then after we're done, the staff is going to wash the stems back off.
This
So,
is the brown
FYI.
branch spray for $8.50.
Oh, is it brown? It's so dark it looks black to me, but it's considered brown? Okay. It's very dark branch.
Good morning,
You can see
Christine.
it nicely. All right, we got 2 of those in there.
I don't know. I probably just named it brown.
Oh, okay. This is the Nandina spray. This is an unusual shape. Check out this little guy. So we're just dropping these into dirt. Now, my 2 tips about using your pots from last year is do not rip out the plants. If it had plant dead roots in it, cut them off, and you might be able to guess why. This pot has been sitting like this empty since last year, so the dirt has been compacted, but there is no root plants in it. The ones at my house from anything growing, I just cut them off. Just trim them off real close to the soil. It doesn't even matter. They're going to be covered up. And when you do that, the root system in the pot will hold and make a more compact surface to put your stems into. So it's much more stable to leave your roots in the dirt. Just do that. Don't clean it out, fluff it up, and then the fluffy dirt does not hold your stems very well. So the other thing about it is it's always better if the dirt in your pot is quite high. That will take, it then doesn't need to reach so far for these little short stems to make it down in there. So this Nandina is kind of funky. I kind of need two. And I like how it has these sprouts up high. So let's put two of them in. That will look better. This pot, by the way, is only a 10-inch diameter, but it's taller, so it's kind of an unusual shape.
It's a cool pot.
But it is one that I had, so that's why we're going to design with it. This is the nasturtium. Now, all of you who went crazy over the orange hanging basket, it had the nasturtium in it.
That's on sale for $18, that bush.
Oh, well, it's pretty good sized. We get this one, I've had this for the last few years. This one's got a long trailer piece. So if this is too long for your house, just cut this one guy off and reinsert it by itself so it shortens it up a little bit. I'll leave it in here so you can see how long it is. And then you can shape these things quite a bit.
We should mention we're using front camera on Facebook today, which if you don't know what that means, for some reason Facebook makes it yellowy. So, or
The
like
color's
pinky
kind of
hue. The
off.
color's weird. So these nasturtium, if you click on the link I'm dropping, they're bright orange. They're bright orange,
Look at
rich
the photo,
orange color. Yeah.
And they're orange with yellow centers, and they also have a gradient of color.
Beautiful. Oh, Michelle's getting all her stuff out. She put out 3 hangers, 1 porch pot, added ribbons to her hanging baskets.
Oh, that's a good idea.
One of which was from my wreath. Put out flags, spinner, and a matching mat. Looking so pretty. Ooh,
Way
did you
to
post that
go.
in VIP? I haven't checked today.
We would love to see that. This is a mixed poppy bush. It has frosted leaves, orange, ivory, and buttery yellow poppies is what I would say for that color in there.
On sale for $19 for that orange yellow poppy bush.
And then we're going to fan that out so that it flares over and looks a little wider. I'm kind of designing backwards to the camera. Hopefully I'm doing a
And
good
these
job.
items, I am dropping a link to them. If you're watching in replay or on YouTube, you can just go to magnoliasne.com, NE for Nebraska, and you can find these items while they're still available and recreate this look at home.
So this
Oh,
is
good. She posted them yesterday. I'll have to go look at that.
Oh, I
Can't
think I
wait.
didn't see that. This is the UV protected, outdoor safe hydrangea. Some of these items, as I announce them, I'll tell you if they are UV protected.
And guess what? This whole hydrangea bush is only $8.63 right now
Look
on
how
sale.
full that made my planter over there. Now we got a little off-balanced thing happening. Looks like I need some sprouting thing right here.
Wendy said it's such a pretty setting in the shop.
You know,
we like our back room.
Our room back here, if you're local, we would love to have you come and shop this room because Jane has worked really hard to reset it and keep it freshened up for you. She did a cute display off camera with geraniums by our bench and our outdoor pillows, which are dwindling, but we have them. This is the echinacea in white. We also have a yellow. I think we're sold out of the
for
pink.
$6 today.
I think we're sold out of pink. So we're just going to stagger a couple of those.
I think there's like 3 pink. Oh, literally 3 pink left. It's called a Rudbeckia.
Okay.
I don't know why it's called something different. It looks the same
Right,
to me.
we have.
But
Now, what do you think of that look? This is pretty darn full.
Ooh.
This is standing in my pot of dirt. This is done in minutes.
Now,
and the
personally,
combination should be easy.
I would like to see a little bit more trailing, maybe some more green bushes, like a pothos bush.
We do have an asparagus fern.
Ooh, there you go.
So this little guy is also UV Protect. Now this is how it's going to come. Look how flat this baby is. He's not very shapely. But asparagus fern.
It's $16 for the UV Protect asparagus fern hanging bush.
Let me see if I can trail this out the front. So the fact that it is this fine and detailed out of fine plastic gives it a super realistic look. So
The
we're
color
curving.
looks so different on camera than
Does
it does
it?
in person. It's so different.
Oh, she's going to take a
So
picture and
I'm
post
gonna
it.
take a photo when she's done, and I like to post these when
Can you
we
literally
get
post it in
off.
the comments? Will it show if you do that?
I've never tried.
I wonder if it lets
I
you
can
post
try.
a photo. So when you shape, just notice how
1, 2,
I'm
3, freeze.
shaping.
Just kidding. It's like freeze dance. There you go.
Because even these little fronds here, have a flatness to them that if you can twist them and pop them up a little bit are going to look 100% better. So this would be a heavily shaped item. Just like the nasturtium, you have to give it...
I'm just going to come a little closer, Mom. We're a little
Okay.
far away from you.
You have to give them some shape because nothing's going to go growing straight out of your pot. Everything in nature is going to fall over the edge of the pot, and then when it gets close to the ground, it's going to kick itself up just like that. So think about how you've seen plants want to grow, and if you're shaping these flat little faux plants, you have to manually help them out to look real. So here goes this flat little asparagus farm. We're just going to take a few minutes just giving him some shape. This is the key to helping it look realistic. And you know what the ultimate goal is, Kate, right?
I wasn't paying attention.
Trick. Fool your neighbors.
I was reading the comments, sorry.
The ultimate goal is to fool your neighbors.
I feel like I just got called on in class. I was like, what? I don't know.
So we have been hearing reports of the geraniums being...
Oh, the geranium reports are my favorite.
The geraniums are my favorite because our geraniums, guys... Oh, I got to make a basket with geraniums.
Yeah.
I'll show you that next. The geraniums are the most realistic geraniums, and people say funny things that, like, they go on vacation and their neighbor waters their geraniums. That is hilarious to me because that means the neighbor this whole time thought that was real and walked up to it and watered it.
Yes. Oh, funny. Ruth said, yes, please post a picture. It really helps. Good morning, Susan. Kathy said, you should keep that. It'd look great on your patio.
Sure, I know, but I brought this for Kate's patio because I have so many planters. I bought 3 more at the end of the season last year, like big, heavy-duty ones, and my husband's like, we're going to get rid of some of the other ones, right? So I've been dispersing them to my children, and this one goes to that child right there. She can have that one.
I'm not arguing.
Okay.
All right, let's take a photo with the... Can I move this birch? Are you done with this?
This is the
Here.
one.
No. Let go.
You got it?
Yeah.
It's
easier to carry like
the
this.
birch
Yeah.
crumbs. Okay. Birch crumbs
like,
everywhere.
Okay.
I don't know which way I've made the front now.
I feel like where you are is the front.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
The front.
Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Did she close her eyes? No.
Oh,
there
good,
we go.
I did
We got it.
All right, help me set this on the floor.
All right. Excuse me. I'm going to cut in front of the camera.
There we go. Over there. You got it?
Yep.
Okay. Number 2 here is already designed. Let me show you those premium geraniums. So a little bit about geraniums quick before we move on to the next item. Geraniums are 2 different styles. This is the velvet blossom. Velvet, this is the one we've been carrying for a few years, our classic. And it's the larger bush in red.
I should put velvet in the title of those, huh?
Yeah, I think you maybe could. But only the red ones are the velvety. The pink ones, this is the same size.
Actually, I'll put it in the description. Velvet finish.
That sounds good. The pink ones are fabric, but they have the same leaves. And then the white ones are also fabric. And notice the dusty leaves. So this is the outdoor safe white, red, and pink. Here you have the red. So that is one style. They also fan out to be helpful in hanging baskets. So the trick for designing them in hanging baskets, let me see if I can show you that a little bit later. Then we have these little shorty guys here. By the way, we have a red one in the velvet finish in short, but here at the store they're sold out, so I'm not sure how they are online. The short red might be something to go get if you advise me. These are the...
I think they're online, but they're
UV
not here.
Protect, the Real Touch style. So when you touch these geraniums, they have a fabric silicone combo to make them feel a little Real Touch, and their leaves are bright and glossy. So those are the 2 key differences in these products so that you know what you're selecting when you go to shop them. We also have the long trailing white one. I should probably grab that really fast and show you.
There's all sorts of geraniums. Terry says, I love my geraniums. Good morning, Grandma. She planted pansies and the wind blew it out of her pot.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
So this is the unshaped trailing white geranium. We've sold out of the red and we've sold out of the hot pink. But you have this gorgeous white one, so just mix it with color, and you can see how traily he is. He is going to be hanging basket worthy.
That's the Real Touch.
Or tall pots, yes.
The Real Touch is new this year. It's been a huge hit. I wonder if you guys in the comments can tell me if you've purchased these. Do you have a preference on Real Touch or the velvet finish? They're both UV protected, so...
Exactly. So this design, I forgot to tell you the title.
Oh, yeah.
has this favorite fern of mine, Beautiful Day porch pot. I love this fern.
It is a beautiful day.
And this fern's so pretty outside. This is a Real Touch.
I don't think we've ever showed that one, Mom. It doesn't come up in my searches, so that means we've never showed it. It's on sale for $147.
Oh, okay. Well, then this thing is ready to roll in a white plastic pot. Now, if you use these plastic liners as the main pot, you're going to have to weight them in some way because they're just way too top heavy. So drop them into a heavy clay pot or a big outdoor garden planter. That's what we're really planning on. These are the 10-inch pots here. 10 by 10. I have them in white and black. This has some delphinium.
The favorite dianthus that's now sold out. We'll have to get that again.
Oh, is it? This little baby?
The Real Touch delphinium. I love my delphinium.
So I'm just going to set that down here.
Robin got 9 of the pink trailing ones. Susan loves Real Touch. What is the fern used in that arrangement? I'll drop a link.
That fern is one of my faves. So here's a bunch of stems.
That's not the Family Time one, is it? It's got a funny name.
Uh-oh. What did I just do? Grab this? Okay.
Oh, you are
That's going to be up next. Up next. So I have put gravel in these pots to keep them from toppling over while I design in them. This is a plastic liner. We carry several different styles of plastic liner pots. This is a little bit smaller.
Oh, that fern was the UV Protect Forest Fern for $16. I'll drop a link for you, Joyce.
Here is our pink geranium, and if you want to shape it,
this is the pink white. Pink white is the color.
If you want to shape it to go in a hanging basket, there are short stems and there are long stems. Here is 3 shorter stems standing up and
$29 is the sale price.
Thank you. 2 long stems hanging down. So if you shape it like this, you can kind of visualize how it would go in a hanging basket. We're going to just keep that shape. And this is foam that I placed in here. We sell this design foam for $5.50 a block. This is 2 pieces, 1 down the center turned on its side, and then 2 little parts split in half. And that gives it some stability. So you can use that technique if you want to glue into your own plastic liners. Just go to the local Dollar Tree or something and grab plastic liners, super cheap ones, and put them in your big pots. That'll make them removable, so when it comes to fall, you can pull those out. One? This is a euonymus, pretty sure, but it has a nice glossy combo.
Nope.
No. Okay. Let me hand one to you.
Yeah, can I have one?
It's got a thick leaf to it. It's nice and glossy. It's doing good outside. We have it here at the store outdoors and at my house. It is the first year on that item. We also have, let's try this little guy here.
Pittosporum.
It is called what?
Pittosporum.
Oh, it's a pit. Okay.
Real Touch variegated pittosporum.
And this is a, what is this thing? I'm looking at my wall of, it's 1950. I can see that on the wall.
Peperomia.
Peperomia. It's got some purple in it. We have a green one with no purple, and we have this dark purpley colored one. So we're just, do you want to grab him and just tell him to go around to the front captivating windows door? He looks new. The mailman needs some coaching. He's going the wrong way. Okay, this is a pepperoni. So it's not overly huge. It's a good one for shorter pots. So you see how we shaped it quite a bit, pulling it apart, separating it. It's a thick, waxy leaf, so you have to give it a little bit of help to do his job there. We're just going to put a riot of color in this planter. Okay, and there he goes in his little truck. And now we're going to use an impatient. So this is the perfect match to the pink and white geranium. This light cotton candy colored pink.
The New Guinea impatient.
Yes.
Dana says, I put that pittosporum in several pots. I love that stem.
It's a good filler. It's nice and chunky. I'm just trying to put this leaf back on. Is it worth the effort? Okay.
That impatient is on sale for $16.
Got it. And we are going to...
Good morning, Phyllis. Susan said your design foam is the best to work with.
Hey, thanks for that. You know, I just think it's so weird that no big box retail stores, I have never found it online or in a store. I don't know why. It's odd to me that no one has grabbed that.
Well, we're going to keep that a secret for a while longer.
I would just like to buy it directly from the manufacturer, but I'm hearing that it's from China. So you guys, I heard it's from China, and I bought half a truck full.
I think she bought 600
blocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barbara asks, will the step setter do for a centerpiece on a table? You'd have to have a pretty big table, Barbara. 'Cause
I would say they're usually one-sided, the step
Yeah,
sitters.
true.
So there's that, and then they're just kind of going to be in awkwardly tall pots for a table centerpiece. So not my favorite choice. But if you like the flowers in something and you want it to be made into a centerpiece, you could just let us know, and the designers could do that for you.
You could always get it too, and then just kind of modify it. Do you know what that bush was called?
Springer eye, a dusty, frosty springer eye.
It's the springer eye with an eye.
Oh, could be. We have two kinds of springer
Yeah,
eye.
I hate that.
This is the agapanthus in lavender. We're going to use him for some height. We're loading this pot up now.
That's gonna be full.
For the extra spot of color,
And that's the allium?
agapanthus.
Agapanthus.
Agapanthus. Let me see where I'm going to want this
She's
stuff.
going quick now. Okay, that's $6.
Okay. And a bachelor button. Pretty sure that's called a bachelor button. So we're going to interject this bright purpley blue.
No, cornflower.
Cornflower? Ugh, I'll never get it right. Nothing is actually called a bachelor button, maybe. And I keep
I don't
wanting to
think
call
we
it
have
that.
one this year, yeah. Is that the bush or the stem?
Also, what would look good in here? That's the bush.
The bush
also,
for
it would
13.
be great to use blue iris in here, or we have a blue colored dahlia.
Panic posting links. She's going fast.
I'm almost done with this one. Keep up, Kate.
I'm trying.
This is very popular for
that
patriotic.
sold out online.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Must have just sold out. We only have 5 here, so add it as an order note.
If
or
you
send
would
us a
like this,
message.
yes, you need to ask for it from the store. Order note. If you're placing an order for online items, to
Must have
please
just
include
sold out,
it.
yeah.
First come, first serve on order notes, or today when the retail store opens at 10, you can call. Nobody's here yet. The phone's ringing and nobody's answering it, guys. So if it's you, knock it off. If it's you, knock it off. Nobody needs to hear that right now. It's just the way it is. Okay, so we have agapanthus. This
Not
is
everybody wants to be
very
here as much as
full.
Mom is here.
Yes, and I know better than to answer the phone because I don't have the answers, so I should not be the phone answerer. I'm not going to help you with the ticket.
Don't put Mom in charge.
So it's
Don't put her in
very
charge of the website. Don't put her in charge of the phones.
I'm in charge of flowers. Flowers. So
She's the flower director,
the
y'all.
reason this is fat and full is because this little pot here is meant to go into a bigger liner, a bigger outer planter. So
That
it's
is
gonna
fat
be
and full, just like
fat
me.
and full. So that's how I would design it if you're deliberately dropping it in.
I was waiting for you to catch
Hey,
that.
if you're going to say you're fat and full and I didn't say it, that's not me.
Me after the farmer's market, fat and full.
She wants to go to the farmer's market. If you're local, come on down because noon is when the farmer's market ends and today's the first day. And there's actually something really exciting going on. The Visitors Bureau convention from Nebraska, the state of Nebraska visitor something is here.
Passport program.
And the passport program's kicking off here.
The Nebraska passport. It's a
This
big
is
deal.
a big deal. So there's going to be activities like crazy 1 block down the street. We're going to go. All right. That is an example of how to craft something in a fabulous foam-filled pot.
Beautiful, Michelle says.
Super
Karen said,
easy.
I love this. I just placed an order for a few more plants for a pot, and now I wish I did this look. So pretty.
Okay, well,
do
she's
you
dropped
have
all
a
the
friend?
links.
You could get out
You need
your
a picture
creative...
of this?
Oh, yeah.
Get the photo.
You
Kate.
could make it
Get
for
the
a
photo, Kate.
friend and then
Sure, she's going to help you
scratch
out.
the itch.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if she blinked. Oh, pretty. There
So
we go.
what we're going to do next is move the camera. And by the way, Kate, don't let me forget to show these hanging baskets. This is kind of
Okay.
critical. I don't know if you want to take them down or
Probably.
go that
Didn't
direction.
this sell out? Shouldn't that have gone?
I'll let you check.
They're
while-
selling so fast,
I'll let you
you
check.
guys. I can't even keep up.
Okay,
All right,
camera
pivoting?
over here. So here is
Pivoting?
an exciting item for you.
Can I turn the table like that? Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Now,
How's that? I have to drop it down. Mom's short.
I'm short. So this is something I just brought today from my house. Let me arrange
Getting
him.
beat.
He's going to get arranged.
Getting whacked by the curly willow.
So this is called curly willow, guys. I have shown you this at my house before. I brought this pot for Kate. Kate can be the keeper of this willow. Do you see how
mine.
flexible and bendy he is? And he's just sprouting leaves. This tree has been living in here probably 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. This tree started out like a pile of these. This is what this is what my tree started out like. This is rooted curly willow stems, We get them from the flower wholesaler. We put them in a bucket. They get their little roots on, and then they start growing off the top surface here. So if we cut these tops off and send these little root bases to you, if you want to plant them, they will grow into this over time. And in Nebraska, zone 5, at my house in a pot of this size, these little guys will live through the winter. I don't know why, because I don't put them indoors. I don't do anything. I leave them outside, and they seemingly mostly grow back. Sometimes,
that's a pretty small pot, too.
Yeah, this is my smaller pot. So I usually put them in pretty good sized pots. You would not want to put them in something this little. So you might want to note that in the product. We're actually going to want to plant them so that you're going to put the stick halfway into the ground. And they do like a mix of sandy soil, but this soil is not. So sometimes I just dump a little sand into the hole when I plant these because they seem to like sandy soil. But we're going to send you, if you would like to try this at your house, we're going to send little bunches of 3 twigs for $4.99. So if you get an idea in your head to give this a go, this is how I've been doing it for years. You put 3 in a cluster in the middle of your pot, put them in a hole, get the little bit of sand in there if you've got it. If you don't, they'll probably grow fine with regular potting medium. But I decided, since we've been rooting some and I haven't needed it, that we'll just sell it. So as these little guys grow, they're going to come out the top just like this one here. This is what it will do at your house if you want to buy these. So $4.99, curly willow bunches, 3 stems, plant them all together just like this. Don't separate them. So they're going to be planted in a cluster also. For your
plant
notes.
them in a cluster?
Plant them in a cluster. So that gives you an opportunity for this to just start sprouting out the top, and it will make a full little tree. And you can train your tree by twisting it around itself to keep it like narrow. Or at home, I usually take a little electric fence post and put them in
Everyone's
here.
like, wait, how do I order the curly willow? I'm dropping a link.
Just dropping a link to the willow.
They're excited for the willow, so
Okay,
you're going to get a
so
bundle
this
of
is,
3
I just realized I
rooted.
can probably just sell it to you because we can put these in a baggie, a Ziploc baggie.
Yeah.
So soak them overnight. Kate's putting instructions in the product. Soak them overnight, make sure they get their hydration back, and then plant them and see how they do at your house. So
I wonder if when we've never sent real plants before, but I wonder if when
Yeah.
we sent them, we wrap them in a damp paper towel, Mom, in the bag?
yes, we could do
That
that.
would be good.
We'll just doctor them up and
Yeah.
send them out for $4.99. So that's, pretty cheap if that makes it easier for you. I guess I didn't pull stuff to put in here. We'll have to make a wing it here. So I was going to design in here. How am I doing on time? Should I design
It is
in here?
35. You're good.
Okay. This is in the
So
way.
make it up
let's move
as you
this.
wish. So the curly willow, it's going to be you're going to get 3 of those twigs.
Right, we'll
And they're
recap
just
that.
rooted twigs. So, yep, Debbie wants curly willow. Joyce is like, how do we order that?
I
Isn't that
know.
cool?
Curly willow is a lot of fun to play with. So again, they live at my house. I have probably 7 pots. One of my pots is now 10 feet plus tall.
Yes, we have
It's
enough
probably
bundles to go around, by the way.
3 or 4. It's probably a 24-inch wide pot by 30 inches tall.
Well, and what's funny is, so that little
thing
twig,
is
my
called
uncle had that little twig,
ficus.
and it grew into a full tree over several years.
Yep, he's had one for
So
10
it
years.
is a real tree. Carla, how much sun do they take and how much water?
You don't want them to dry out because you want to keep them watered with your regular flowers. That's probably why they work so well, because they need, if you have these in real planters, they need as much water as your real plants would. If the pot dries out in the heat of summer, the leaves fall off. It doesn't kill the tree, but it looks bad because all the leaves fall off. So if it gets too dry, that's what will happen.
What was the name of that stem again?
That is the ficus stem,
Ficus.
and it's one of the tallest stems. This is another taller, but not quite. The ebony, what? No, euonymus. I can't read. The euonymus spray. I don't think we have anything called ebony. This is the euonymus. So he is pretty tall.
Euonymus.
Yes.
I can't even say it.
And this is kind of what I've done at my house. You know, Kate, I don't think you can drop that video, can you? The one from my house where I posted it on a
Not
Sunday
right
while I
now,
did my pots. Okay.
What size of pot is that?
That is do you have tape? I'm going to say he's
Yes.
12 inches square
Yeah.
by
That's probably right. Oh, hey, here's one.
20 some inches tall. We'll check.
Here's one in the corner with your initials on it hiding.
My initial tape.
And we are
right here.
zone 5 5A or 5B?
Oh, good question.
It changed.
Did it?
Yeah, it changed recently.
Oh, this is actually a 10-inch interior.
Oh.
10 inches by 16. 18. 10 by 18. My pots at home are short and wide. One of them is massive and huge, and it's supporting a 10-foot tree. What will happen is they need to drain, of course. My gigantic tree is going to have to be chopped out and started over with a new little one because his root will find its way to the single drainage hole in the bottom of these pots, and eventually the root will go through the hole and fill the hole and block the drainage,
Yes.
which happens all the time. I'm always trying to prevent that from happening, but when that happens, I
it's a
rip
tree.
it all out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I rip it out and I start over with another little baby tree. So
And you can
it
actually
works.
get ahead of it too if you notice that your tree is starting to take over and it's just getting too big for your pot now. You can either A, if you're crazy, you can break the pot, take the tree out, plant it. There you go, tree. B, you can take some cuttings, put them in water, and they will root.
That's right.
Rip the tree out, start over.
You can do that.
Yes.
You can root it out of its own. So I root stuff early in the spring, like February. I will get these willows from my trees, or I get them from a floral wholesaler. These willows came from the floral wholesaler.
Yep.
And that was
And
a lilac, by the way.
They like sun or
This is a
partial
gerb.
shade.
Gerber daisy Kate and white lilac Kate.
Gerber daisy and lilac.
And
So
do a little variety and make it real gardening.
Yep, they like sun or partial sun.
So these are going right in the dirt. There's root boundness happening in this dirt. That's a great thing. And we're going to need some greenery down here, and we're going to put some white poppies in.
Is that
also.
a lilac? What is
That's
that
a white
called?
lilac, and this is a white poppy with a yellow center. We also have them in red. We have them in a flame
That's
orange.
not a lilac. Can I have one?
This is a lilac.
I know it looks like a lilac, but it's certainly called something else online. Thank you.
Okay.
Let me find it quick.
And we're just going to get some greens. We need some low
Oh,
clustery
in this
greens.
moment, flower stem. Well, that's not helpful. I'm going to call
Who
it
named it that? That's a terrible name. Let's
me.
say- You?
Yeah. I didn't have a photo. I didn't know what it
a
was.
lilac.
I didn't
It's
know
a
what
white
it
lilac.
was. That
She
was
will-
so aggressive.
Who named that?
Who named that?
I thought the company
Fire
named
'em.
it. Sorry, Kate.
Give her a full week of paid time off.
This is
Get
a
her out of
philo.
here.
This is a philodendron, so this will look nice because it's got long trailers, and
Oh, my
also the limey
goodness.
green will look good against this purple
Gerber
pot.
daisy is $7, by the way, the flame Gerber.
Flame Gerber, okay.
And my ridiculously named lilac is on sale.
That's a terrible name.
How about putting a coffee filter over the hole? I think it would just grow right through that, to be honest, Dawn.
Yep. They're aggressive. Those
They
little
are.
trees, their roots go pretty crazy. But I still always plant around. You can still plant all your real plants with them, or at my house, I'm just planting all the fake ones now. Because I
She's
have
sassy today.
decided to just...
She's in her camo cargo pants. She's extra sassy. What was that bush called?
This is the philodendron, the philo.
Philo.
That helps a lot. That helps. Okay, we need one more something over here.
$39.
For greenery. What's another style of green? I got a whole wall of greenery over
Yeah, I
here.
love the wall of greenery. It's fun. Hey, Sally, good morning to you. Hey, if you're just joining, we're doing a little porch pot demonstration, giving you ideas today.
Righto.
And we're selling the curly willow, rooted curly willow twigs for
if you like-
$4.99 for a bundle of 3.
Yep, if you like the tree, we're going to keep these babies in water over the weekend, and then come Monday, we're going to bag them up with some damp paper towels in baggies.
We should make a note to make sure
And
they
send
all
them.
go out UPS and not post office, because post office
Yes,
is
we will
slow.
not let the post office be responsible for those
We need to
little
make
guys.
sure. So put them with a big order.
This is called, do you know what this is called? This is another large item. So if you
Is
need
it on
some
the tag?
large bushes to
read
work
the tag
with, let her read that tiny print
The
there.
Pilea.
Okay, so this little guy has a silvery gray
It
accent.
needs a photo. It doesn't have its own unique photo. It's $42 for the bush.
Maybe you can get that from the wall.
Yes.
So right now, 25% off all the florals in the spring lineup for the outdoor, florals and bushes. And then we have regular price greenery, 15% off patriotic decor, and all of the planters that are already made, like this baby. There's so many good ones in the Patriotic Collection. We've been working very hard. Kelsey and Linda are designing like crazy. The Washington porch pot here for sale that we showed you. Here is the philodendron in there, a philo they call it, draping out of that guy. There he is with the, I have many.
That is an example of a kit.
That's a kit?
That's a kit.
So the kit
which is now sold out anyway, so.
Oh,
because the dianthus is gone.
I see. I should have grabbed that then.
Yep.
Okay, so we could just call that good. And when you design these at home, I will remove my stems, at the end of the season. I will wash up the bottoms of them, put them in a garbage bag, and bring them out next year, because you can then next year add a couple of fresh things to your mix and keep building your collection of stuff. That's kind of what I do. That looks nice. So this tree will fill out, and sometimes in the spring, parts of them don't grow, and you have to cut off the dead stuff. So like there's a little dead piece, but most of the time these little guys do pretty well. If you remove the dead parts in the spring, any stem that decided to die over the winter, it's going to sprout wherever you cut. So if you make a cut and cut off the dead wood of the willow, it will sprout from that area, which is why it's good to send them at this height, because when they start growing, they're going to grow like this out of each one. We cut my mom's off last year, and they have like 5 little fingers of growth out of the tops of each one of these from them getting too tall at her house. She didn't like how tall they were, so we just whacked them all off, and I took all her willow away, and she just had the little stems, and now they're starting to look really good. So it is absolutely easy to do. I find them pretty forgiving.
What's the spiky plant called in the kit?
This is
some kind of grass.
Really fun grass that actually...
Oh, here, Pacific Grove
looks great
zebra
with that.
grass bush.
Okay.
It is 21 inches tall. Hey, that's what we should put in my hot tub planters.
Okay, zebra grass going in Kate's planters. So that's the fun new thing for the day.
Good for outdoors. So
Curly willow. The last item I was going to build is a hanging basket, and
You
I
got
also was going
15
to
minutes.
talk about the. Let's roll on over here to the flags.
To the flags, and then do you have a spot for a hanging basket, or do you want the table over there?
I have the table here,
Okay.
so we'll just have to do that.
I don't know what do that is, but
Okay,
I'm
let's
just
talk about
assuming you'll let
these
me know what you
Flags.
need.
Let's talk about these flags. For
Rolling
starters.
over there.
Yeah, this is our in-store display, which is getting to be pretty small. A lot less than when we started.
How's that?
So just to point out, as we are down to a 25% discount on the spring summer decor, any of our outdoor summer pillows, of which there's a handful left in the online store. Maybe Kate will hand me, well, that's okay, I don't need them. The flags are all going to be 25% off, and the matching matte inserts, these are called, whoops, that's a mailbox. These are called sassafras matte inserts. There's probably a few left, not very many. And this is going to be...
I just dropped a link to all of the outdoor flags and
this is a mailbox cover. Do you see that picture of the mailbox?
Carla has a question on curly willow.
mailbox.
Are they outside plants, or do you bring them in? In zone 5, we leave them outside.
We leave them outside. I can't tell you about anything else beyond my zone. Maybe if you put them in your garage, if you are in a colder region. And I don't think it would be a problem at all to have them in the garage and then stick them back outside in maybe 1st of April. That might be a thought. I'm just telling you what I do. If you're in a warmer climate, you'll have no problems. It'll just keep growing. Where we live, it winters outside in that pot. My pots don't freeze and my pots don't break, but they freeze. These are heavy, regular, glazed, imported pots. And the flags, so they're going to range from probably $10 to $17, $18. These are going to be embroidered. They're outdoor safe. We do have a couple different mailbox covers. There's a Home Sweet Home mailbox cover. But at 25% off, these are great gifts. Or finish up your decorating at your house and do some fun, colorful things that match your planters. This is another mailbox cover. Very cheerful. This is a fun flag. I love that one. We used to have the insert that went with this. I'm not sure if it's still at the store. And then we also have a handful. I don't know if Kate can advise how many. A handful of balloon spinners.
Not many, like 2.
I loved doing coordinates. This balloon spinner, which you can see has been popped open and is super cool hanging off the porch, has a matching flag, says Choose Joy. This is an inexpensive one. It was $19.50, so it's going to be like 16 bucks. So these are all options for you to add the color to your garden. If you see one here that I'm showing and it's not popping up online, Kate will drop the link to all of them, then you'll be able to call the store. The staff is arriving here shortly, and they will help you get that on your order, or you can put an order note if you can, because you'll see these online, they'll just say sold out because they're here. This is an example of a hanging basket. That's the last item we're going to design today for you, is a hanging basket. I'm going to tell you how to make
designing
these.
one. I thought you were just showing them.
I'm going to design one. If I can roll on back right there, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
So Kelsey's been crafting the hanging baskets here all by herself. I'm no help whatsoever. We have different styles of cocoa baskets with metal and cocoa liners, straight hangers, chain hangers, and we even have a basket that's like a woven, very cool basket here. I should have made this one to show you. Look at that basket.
Well, there's hardly any of those left, so.
They're almost gone.
Yeah.
Okay, that one would have been a fun one.
Do you want me to take those?
And these baskets, do you want me to show them by name so that they know? These should be online. If they are not, call here.
I think these are last ones. If you have the spring picnic on sale for $118, that one is only here, so you have to let them know if you want that.
$118 here at the store. Order notes or call in and buy it.
Is the other one Summer Breeze?
And this one, I think she just made. So that is the Summer Breeze.
Okay.
It was
that one is also
$135.
only here. They're selling faster than we can make them, but
this one would be really fun to add patriotic ribbon to that, or you can add another flower stem or two if you want some color.
Okay.
They are both really showstoppers because they don't die. Man, you know, in our wind and in our heat, it takes one day with high winds and 103 degrees, and any plant I had outside would die while I was at work. Like, even if I watered it, the time in the wind, it was just horrible on it. So we're going to roll backwards here and design a hanging pot for you.
Watch out for the birch logs. There you go.
Hanging pot time. Okay, we're going to see if we can do this sideways. So let's lose this little guy. And then we'll recap at the end here our sale, and we'll recap our rooted curly willow bases. So for a hanging basket, if you want to make one on your own, I have selected a cocoa basket with the metal cage structure. This one has, it's probably going to come with these attached. The easiest thing to do is remove the chain or the stationary hanger while you're designing. It's just a lot to fight with it, so I always just, you can take off two sides and work with it this way. One chunk of foam has been wired through the bottom. Here's the wire, it's a heavier wire. This moss is keeping the wire from cutting through my foam. So that's a key thing. The wire will just cut your foam and then it will just not hold. So the moss will allow that to be secure. You could glue if you want to. Then we're going to put a couple of plants that have good draping structure. This is a UV protected hibiscus, which is showing up kind of funny colored. It's a beautiful golden yellow. Yeah, on the camera. It's a golden yellow with a red throat to it. So you've got a front camera.
It's on sale for $19.
Skewing the color. 19 bucks. Okay. We're going to, of course, get the longest pieces shaped down. We're going to leave a couple of short pieces up. We're going to press that right in. Now, in my experience, these plants don't need much for glue if you really press them in there. And when you get this hanging, you might have to go back and drape better. Sometimes you can do it while it's sitting here, but I find that once you get it hanging up, you can get those little tips to look much more natural and realistic if you have them already in the hanging position. So there's that idea. Then we're going to layer in this gorgeous $28, it's, you know, airplane plant or a
spider plant.
Spider plant, thank you. And that's going to go into the naked area immediately next to it here. I'm just going to try to get these two stems.
And this is the big spider plant. We also have a smaller one for $11, but this is the $28 jumbo.
So this is kind of a tutorial to help you learn to make them yourself if you want to make these things at home. And the baskets are for sale here, but these baskets are similar to what you're going to find in your garden centers. So if it's easier to buy them there, go for it.
Hey, thank you for your orders, you guys. I see those coming in. We're going to have fun packing those up on Monday. And hopefully you have some fun inspiration happening over the weekend.
I'm going to keep into the camera here. So that is a big old chunk of little airplane babies here. You can see those guys flying around off the top of that plant. Let's pull that up.
Oh, we already sold out of curly willow roots.
We did?
I thought we had enough.
I can quickly root some more, but quickly
Yeah, we'll
might
get
take
some.
at least 10 days to
Yeah.
get some roots going.
Holy cow. When we get more ready, we'll let you know.
Okay.
I think they were excited for that idea.
Sorry, I didn't have I didn't have a master plan to get you a whole bunch. I just decided to sell what I had. This is a what is this called? Sorry, quince blossom in a corally color. It picks up the corally color at the center.
Did you just cut that?
I did. I cut this.
You're gonna give me the tag?
Take this out of system.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 2 of them in. I
you
have
just
to
cut
cut
that
it.
stem?
Okay, I won't cut the other one. I'll just lay it in there.
Yeah. I'm like, now no one can get it.
Okay.
It's
we won't do
$10
any more.
today.
These are $10, so I'm gonna bend the stem.
Is the spider plant UV? No, it is
No.
not.
But it does fine out there.
It does.
Eventually, anything fades, but he does pretty well. So we're going to use him. And then this is a baby blossom, which is a nice little airy white filler. It's kind of an ivory color. I'll just bend that stem too. Should be cutting these off and getting them in there.
These lovely ladies really want to buy the beautiful things you have for sale.
Can you go tell them off? Yeah. Okay, these things are, if they need to go to someone's house, you just have to message us and we'll make them into a thing. And you could also mix in another shade of yellow, so
It looks
it'd be
like
like
they're
multiple
buying
yellows.
these components and gonna add them at home.
Okay, well hopefully these little tricks are making sense and you can recreate this with a little effort. If you've got some fun designability skills, go for it. So that's how I would do a hanging basket. They don't seem to take a lot of stuff. And the other thing to remember is don't get really hung up about how full it is in the center or how well you've covered the foam. Because unless you have it hanging somewhere strange, once it's up like this, one should not be seeing into the basket. So if you look like right now and I see some naked foam, but it's hanging above my eye level, then nobody's going to see that. So don't worry about it. As long as you like how it looks hanging up, then you're golden, I think. So
Beautiful.
give it a go. See what you think. These are standard. This is a standard 8-inch diameter hanging basket.
That one might be a tenner.
A tenner?
Yeah, you're
Okay, it's a tenner. Let me check and see
The
if it's a.
Oxfords are 10 maybe.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
Let's check it out and look.
Dana, we do have some sunflowers online. Many are ordered, yes.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a 12. Wow.
Sweet.
So the bigger the basket, the more stuff you might need in it, which is why the airplane plant is looking pretty proportionate. If your basket's smaller, you don't need as much.
Yeah.
So all of these things hopefully are giving you some great tips and tricks. Just to recap, we have sold out of the curly willow. Sorry
We'll
about that.
root some more.
I'll root some more and see how long it takes to get a root system going. Because that is not something I thought about till just recently. Like maybe I better next year be ready.
She was bringing that pot to my house with the tree in it.
Yeah, the tree is
and
part
she
of
was
the
like,
deal.
"Oh, we could give them these because these are rooted and ready to go." And
Sure.
there you have it.
Well, hopefully the idea, I mean, if you got anyone with curly willow growing around you, if you cut a piece off and root it, it doesn't even matter if it's a long piece or a short piece. It just is so easy. So that's my 2 cents worth there.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'll be up again on Monday. We're going to do some live design Monday. I think we should be doing patriotic. Do you guys know that on Sunday it is 2 months to the 4th of July? Sunday's May 4th, right?
Oh my gosh!
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is 2 months till July 4th. So
Holy
if you
cow.
want to make any beautiful patriotic decorations happen, I think now's the time, really. We've been decorating here, but I'm just making sure we get prepared and ready to go in the online store. So, okay. Barb says it got removed from her cart. Shoot, Barb missed it.
Oh darn! I'm sorry.
is-
I really thought we had enough.
It
to go
is
around.
likely
I had a lot.
you could ask at your local grocery store flower shop or your local flower shop. Ask if they have curly willow in because they use it for designing, and it's the same thing. So
Yeah.
if you find curly willow at a shop and they're putting it in their floral designs, you can root that at home in a jar on your counter. It will take
Or
a
give us
week or
about
so.
10 days.
Yeah.
And we will maybe have some more.
We'll try to get them to root.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you again on Monday. Enjoy your weekend and come find us. Take advantage of that Mother's Day sale, by the way. BOGO, buy one, get one, 25 on all of our favorite things, from candles to jewelry to bath and body care. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.